Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn daily energy for Tuesday, September 28th. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Also, you have the power to change my life for the better just by liking, subscribing, and watching my video all the way through. I greatly appreciate any and all of your support. All right. So we're going to do the vice versa tarot. So that means that it has images on both sides of the cards. All right. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that represents you. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Five of Cups. We have number 2, and that is the High Priestess. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Fool. We have the Chariot. We have the King of Pentacles. And for overall energy, we have the, I feel like let's go with these two. So we have the Justice, and then we have the Hermit. So the overall energy is things falling in your favor because you've taken that time to sort things through. That he's kind of lifted that light to see what's ahead of him. And there's a snake there that's wrapped around the egg. And, and there's a snake on his staff there, and snakes can represent wisdom. It's about learning. It's about being smart. It's about things that you've learned from the past that you don't want to repeat those things, or you do want to repeat those things, like learning. Okay, like I've been down this path before, so I've kind of learned, okay, this is what I need to do, or I've learned that this is what I need to stay away from, and that it falls in your favor because you're taking that wisdom, you're taking those things that you have learned and you are applying them, that you're finally applying those, that you are making those effort to follow through with those things that you've learned, and that if you see those red flags, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna go forward with that. I'm not gonna continue on that because I know what's happened. We have the Fool, which is facing forward, and then we have all of these cards that are sort of, we have the Fool, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, which are facing forward, and then we have the Four of Swords, which is facing sideways, and then all of these are facing back. And then we have facing forward. So I feel like it is reflecting. Today you are reflecting on things that you've done in the past. You are kind of, like I said, learning from those things that you have in the past, that you're looking at those things that you've done from the past. I feel like maybe today is a day for reflection. Today is a day to look at those things that you've done in the past. Negative and positive, those positive things, maybe looking past, okay, where was I a year ago and where am I today? How have I grown? How have I learned? Because we have this Four of Swords, which is about, he's kind of resting there. He's just he's napping in his chair there. He's taking a break. And then I feel like, with this Five of Cups here, we have the 2 cups standing behind him, and we have this rose that is growing. Learning from those 3 spilt cups, learning from those past relationships, looking at, wow, I'm so happy that, even at the time I felt sad because I broke up with that relationship, but I feel like I have grown a lot since then, and I am glad that I am not stuck in that energy anymore. I am glad that I have removed myself from that energy. We have the High Priestess, which is about, looking within and feeling those energies within, and listening to your inner voice of what that's saying. We have the Queen of Wands, and she is looking at this big structure right here, and we're looking at the back of her throne, which has all these vines, these twists and turns. It's like, how you've gotten to where you are right now, all of those twists and those turns and those good and the bad and the roller coaster and those decisions. But it's like you've learned so much, you've gained so much wisdom from that, and to reflect on that wisdom. We have the Four of Wands, and they're happy, they're kind of going off into the sunset, they've got their arms around each other, she's clapping, they're underneath this little vineyard and looking at the positive. It's not about looking at all of the bad relationships, their bad situations, but it's looking at the positive. And that's what I said from the beginning, with the Hermit, is about reflecting on the good and the bad. Then we have the Fool, which is facing forward, ready to take those steps, ready to move forward, because it's almost like you've processed, you've looked at, you've learned from the past, and then you're ready to move forward, to lay down that path. We have the Chariot, which is moving forward, and he's got this little cup here. He's got a cup inside of this little chariot here, and the path ahead is sturdy, but then the path behind is sort of breaking away. Letting those things go that you need to release, letting those things that you need to let go of, and I feel like that cup, the Ace of Cups, like the cup that represents feeling full, and then having emotions overflow, but then letting go of what doesn't work, but then feeling satisfied with all of this knowledge and things that you have learned. And then we have the King of Pentacles, and he has all these rewards. He's sitting on this stone throne. He's got this big bowl in front of him. He's got this castle over here. He has all these fruits and these vegetables and these flowers. His rewards are great because he has worked hard. And you have to believe in yourself that you have worked hard to get to where you are. You have put this energy. You've learned a lot of things. And I feel like just today is a day of reflection. A day of acknowledging your accomplishments and letting go, letting break away those things that no longer work for you, and taking those steps towards feeling more fulfilled, reaching those goals, having things fall in your favor because you've done this work. A lot of people, it's, I feel like if people could see all those things that they've accomplished and see how far they've come. And I feel like sometimes people just get caught up in the daily life, that they're not seeing their accomplishments that they've done. And if they look back and they say, wow, I've really come a long way. I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself for doing all of these things. And it's good to acknowledge yourself for that. Pat yourself on your back for making it this far and making those choices. All right, I don't think I'm going to get some clarifiers because I just feel like this is the good. I feel like this is the energy. I feel like this is good, so I'm just gonna stop it there, and I think that I'm just gonna leave it as is. I feel I like this. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.